Hello everybody and welcome back to the vlog. So we are at Snetterton for round one of the 2026 Miata Trophy season. It is Friday test day today, and today the main objective is purely just to get back into the rhythm of things, make sure the car's all dialed in. We had engine issues at the end of last year, if you remember, and we've struggled with it, to be honest with you, over the winter season with multiple issues, supply issues, engine faults continuing, but everything should be sorted, fingers crossed. And today really is just going to be a shakedown for everything that we've done over the winter. So we're also going to be testing some new tyres at some point during the day, which are completely different manufacturer, different tyre compound. So it'll be interesting to see how different it is compared to the Toyos that we were running last year. I personally really liked the Toyos last year. I felt like I did quite well on them. I got the hang of them. So it'll be interesting to see how we do this year on a completely different tyre. So hopefully we can settle in well and it should be good for racing tomorrow. We've got the same as last year, qualifying and two 20-minute races. I believe is first thing in the morning, 9 AM qualifying, so it's likely to be potentially a bit damp, depends how cold it gets overnight. I think it's going to be a very, very cold one today, probably a bit windy as well. So not very ideal track conditions, but it could be worse, it could be raining. It's the UK, it's March, you never know what the weather's going to be like, so if we can get a dry day, dry weekend, it'll be great. We have spent all morning shaking down the car, really making sure the engine is all good. It's the first time I've driven since the last round at Brands Hatch back in November. So really just getting used to things again. We're going to put on some new tyres. Got a new tyre manufacturer this year and supposedly they're a lot quicker. So I look forward to seeing the difference and seeing if we can go any quicker. Right, so that is the day finished off here at Snetterton for practice day. Second half of the day was, as it was in the first, very productive, very good. New tyres, well, mental. They have a lot more grip than the old tyres, albeit the old ones that I were on were very old and very used, but we managed to go 3 seconds a lap, 4 seconds a lap faster on them, which is mental. To gain a couple of attempts in racing is a lot, but to gain seconds is mental. So yeah, it fills me with confidence for tomorrow and we can see what we can do on race day. Right, so the thing that some drivers like to do, and I personally like to do quite a bit, is do track walks, both before or after a practice day, before a race day, because it's one thing driving the track, but there's some things you don't see or you think you could do but you can't do. For example, taking a curb that then you walk the track and realise that the curb's actually huge and you can't take. Good morning and welcome to a very sunny Snetterton. So it's race day here today and it's a very cold one, same as yesterday, very cold, a little bit windy, not as bad as yesterday though. I think it's currently about 4 or 5 degrees, so yeah, track temperature will be very low. We've got qualifying at 9 AM, which is first out on track, so it's likely that the track will be a bit slippery still, but these new tyres seem to do a very good job of getting warm quick and being good out of the box. So hopefully, if they can live up to that expectation, we should be good. And after I think it's a 15-minute qualifying, hopefully we can set a good lap and get us a good grid position for race one. And then hopefully, if we're top 10, maybe a reverse grid front of the grid for race 2. So yeah, we'll see how today goes. qualifying done here. Decent qualifying session, to be fair. P7 overall. There was definitely room for improvement on that lap. I got held up a little bit, I had to overtake someone, I made mistakes myself. So it's a shame, maybe could have been 1-2 places higher, but P7 is still good overall. That obviously P7 for race 1, and they changed it this year, so it's top 15 reversed. So that means I'll be starting a bit lower in P9 for race 2, but there's scope to move forwards in both races. So hopefully if we can survive the start and get into a rhythm, try and manage the tyres. I've realised that these tyres, because I've done little testing on them, I realised they do fall off quite a bit when they overheat. So I just need to manage the tyres, manage it all, and see how it all goes. See how the race plays out. Don't rush anything too much. It's a 20-minute race, so it's long enough to make time up, but it's also long enough to lose a lot of time and lose a lot of places. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can move forward. Race 1 done here at Snetterton, so started 7th, got a pretty awful start, dropped down to about 9th or 10th, and then it was a race of just trying to get back up the pace, get back up the field. There was a few incidents in front, a few people spun off track, so it was really just maximising what I could do. I feel like we're a little bit down on straight line speed, so it was, I'd catch me in the corners and then lose out on in the straight line. So I can't really do much more than what I'm doing at the moment, but for now we're just going to run with what we've got. We can't do anything now. maybe it's something we can change and sort out for Silverstone, but who knows? We'll just have to see how race 2 goes. We're starting P9 for this race, so slower drivers in front, so I should be able to move forward hopefully, and yeah, hopefully can pick up a few places.
Down through the Palmer curve.
Right, race 2 done and day done here at Snetterton. It was a very good race 2 for me. Very, very scrappy start. There was a lot going on at turn 1. There was probably 3-4 wide. Cars going up in the air, cars on the brakes, cars locking up. It was a bit all over the place really. But started 8th, got a really good start, up to about 7th. Then all the carnage at turn 1, dropped down to probably about 10th or 11th. And the rest of the race was just recovery really. I managed to get it back up to 6th, stayed at the whole race, built a 6-second gap to the car behind, was really, really good. And then the last lap, I was right on the back of Jack Brewer in front of me, and I thought, you know what, I fancy this here. And earlier in the race, going under the bridge, I made a move around the outside, and I thought, you know what, there's a gap behind. If it works out, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I went for it, and it paid off. So I got the position on the last lap as well, so P5 in the end. So P8 to P5, really good result for race 2, and yeah, decent points, really, really good way to start the year. And hopefully we can carry this on into the rest of the season. So really, really good productive day here at Snetterton. Another great start to the year, better than last year. Obviously, being second year in the car now, this is good. Hopefully, we can carry this momentum on into Silverstone next round in April, and build upon what was a really good debut year. And hopefully, we can do bigger and better than last year. So, yeah, big thanks to everyone. Big thanks to Keith off the Beaten Track Media for the vlog, team, family, friends, everyone that came to support, and yeah, I look forward to Silverstone in a month's time.